Hey everybody, it's JJ Talks, and today this video is going to be really quick because it's less of me talking about my opinion on something and more of me proposing a topic or question for either other Breakfast Clubbers to make videos about or for just people in the comment section to respond to. If you want to make a response video and you're not on the Breakfast Club, feel free to do that and tag me in it. I've been thinking a lot lately about this concept of, well, justice delayed is justice denied, and just this idea of ambivalence in social justice. So, for example, I think the best example I can come up with is, the women's suffrage movement, which benefited white women and not any woman who wasn't white, right? Or not disabled women, not very specifically a certain type of woman this movement benefited. And so I guess the question is whether or not this was a good thing. So, in that time period, was this necessary, these small steps, right, towards equality? Or is it morally hypocritical to support that movement if that movement does not inherently include the equality of all women, right? So, basically, this idea of like, is it acceptable to, and I'm not saying objectively because everyone's opinion on this is different, so I'm not like, there's not one right answer to this question, but in your opinion, is diplomacy like this micro movement, like obviously it comes, I'm a white woman, so I can't, I've got a lot of privilege in this conversation, but I'm wondering, like, so does it have to be done that way? Does it have to be done in the way where we take micro steps that benefit the most privileged of the underprivileged until, eventually we reach equality, which is never going to happen? Or, do we say, no, we're not going to accept this. We're not going to accept this support. We're not going to accept these benefits if they do not include, these other groups of people. And I'm just using the women's suffrage movement as an example. There's tons of other examples too. But it's the most common that I see discourse about. There's a lot of, for example, Kendrick Lamar winning a Pulitzer. Like, that's a huge strides in both the genre and writing and black culture. But, Kendrick Lamar is problematic in some ways and has said not cool things about black women. And, like, is that someone that, should be held up as an example? I don't know. So basically this idea of, like, obviously nothing's perfect and no one's perfect, but, like, how perfect does something has to be for us to support it? And I don't know, like, obviously sometimes diplomacy is needed to, like, play the politics of the situation, not just like the literal politics of it, but like framing things in certain ways for certain people to kind of nudge your movement forward? Or do we go radical? Because both have worked in separate instances. It's just, it's easy for someone who's super privileged, as myself, getting a college education, being a white woman, um, coming from a family that can support me if I need them to. But, so I can't, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Please let me know, because I'm really interested, and I've been trying to get other people's opinions. Thank you guys. I'll be looking at the comment section, responding, and I will see you guys next week.